Introduction. The Fawn's Dilemma. The Knight's Struggle. In the high halls of Castle Arden, where banners of golden stags rippled in the wind, Sir Edric stood before the great iron doors of the council chamber. Within, his father, Lord Arden, and the gathered lords would soon decide the fate of their lands, but it was not war or peace that troubled Edric's heart. He had spent his life perfecting the art of yielding, not in battle, where his sword struck true, but in the quiet exchanges of duty. From his first steps in the shadows of the throne, he had learned the cost of defiance. To question was to disappoint, to falter was to shame. And so Edric became a master of pleasing, bending like the willow before every wind. Yet in the depths of his heart another voice called. It was the voice that spoke when he rode alone through the moon-veiled glade, where the mist clung to the trees like whispers of an older time. It was the voice that rose in the hush before dawn, when the world belonged not to duty, but to possibility. It was the voice of his true self, and yet every time he stepped forward, the weight of expectation dragged him back. A knight must honor his house. A son must never bring shame. A leader must never be selfish. With every word, the gilded cage of his fawn's response tightened. To displease was to risk rejection, exile. And so, he smiled, agreed, softened his step, surrendered his say. But as he stepped into the chamber, something caught his eye. A sliver of light, a thin beam stretching across the stone floor from a door ajar. Beyond it, the scent of rain-soaked earth drifted in, the air thick with the wildness of the old woods. A thought whispered to him, ancient and defiant. What if you left? What if you chose another path? For the first time, Sir Edric hesitated. Not in fear, but in wonder. The lords awaited his answer. His father's gaze bore down upon him. But beyond the open door, the mists curled like an invitation. What if the way forward is not in pleasing, but in choosing? The knight's heart thundered in his chest.